let's rewind to about 4 to 5 months ago when I asked a bunch of you guys for your simple avatars. And you guys certainly delivered. Why did I want your avatars? Well, I want to try something different. I've made a few crochet plushies, but before that, I used to hand sew my own. So today I want to return to my roots and turn one of you guys into a small, squishy, soft plush of your avatar. I hope you guys enjoy the process, and if you want this to become a series, let me know. Okay, let's start. Let's toss all of you in here. Tape up the box. And give it a good shake. And we are going to choose you. They're really cute and I am obsessed with the pink and kitty cat features. A very good combo, yes, yes. And look, little heart pads. Aww. I cannot wait to put you into my crusher and make you marketable. What we first need to do is make a base sketch of the design. I'm using a 10cm doll pattern I found on Twitter, so I will link that below. What I am doing here is designing the face of the doll. It actually reminds me of times when I was really into making custom Roblox faces for Royal High OCs. Same premise, just designing the face within the given guidelines. I also add on those heart pads on the arms and legs. They're too cute of a detail to not include. Then I printed out on this adhesive stabilizer. This will help us with embroidering these designs onto the fabric. Think of it as drawing, but with thread. With my color of choice, I begin sculpting out the eyes with an outline stitch. I'm a true believer that as an artist, you should explore different mediums. Being able to do a variety of art mediums actually helps me avoid burnout, on top of adding variety to my art plate. And there is a handy platform that can expand your art palette, Skillshare. Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creativity. Skillshare offers thousands of classes that reach every corner of the art world taught by industry experts. And as a multimedia artist, Skillshare opened my eyes to even more mediums I can dive into. You can learn traditional drawing, digital drawing, animation, crochet and amigurumi, and so many courses for Blender all in one place. Hey, 2D artist. It's okay. I believe in you. They have non-art classes as well, such as productivity, photography, interior design, and so much more. Even if you are a beginner, an intermediate, or a pro, there is something on Skillshare for anyone to learn at their own pace. Since spring is the season of new beginnings, I took this as an opportunity to get back into an old hobby of mine, sculpting. I found this class by Stephanie Kilgast on making polymer clay moths and butterflies, and I was able to follow step by step and share my own project at the end of the class. I was able to make these after not sculpting in over 7 years. Look, it's me. I'm a moth. So if you're interested to learn something new or brush up your skills, the first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. Thank you. And back to the video. And once I finish the outline, I begin doing satin stitches to fill out the shape. I would like to mention this part of the video is a little scuffed because I was experimenting by filming with a camera, but it was just proving to be extremely difficult, and I later switched back to my phone. After I get the dark parts of the eye completed, I switch to a pink color to fill in the highlight of the eyes. While I'm at it, I also get the eyebrows, and mouth embroidered in. And then I copy it onto the other side. Oh, the scrunkly. After the face, I move on to embroidering the body. I opted to just go straight for the satin stitch to fill in the heart shape. And I repeat that once, twice, and thrice. And there! We have 4 little heart pads, and now we can get to assembling the body. But how do we remove this adhesive? Well, it is water soluble, so... And then I dry them out with a hairdryer. I cut out the rest of the pieces I need and begin slowly stitching them together. I started out using my sewing machine, but considering these pieces are teeny tiny microscopic, they kept getting caught in the sewing machine, so I eventually switched to hand sewing. This took much longer, but I had more control. Now we have this husk of a skin that needs a bath. This is to wash off the marker I used to trace the pattern onto the fabric, which also disappears in water. A quick soak and dry later, and now we are ready to add the flesh. Not actual flesh. Plushy flesh. aka stuffing. Really pack it in there as much as you can, and then join your pieces together. Oh, look at the little baby. With a bit of a surprise inside. Oh heck yeah, we are sealing it up in here. And we are ready to now dress them up. To start off, we have this cozy beanie here. And what better way to make a cozy hat than crochet? I steal a little bit of white chenille yarn for an upcoming work in progress, and begin crocheting in the round to fit the head. I start with a magic ring with 6 single crochets inside. I then increase that to 12, 18, and 24. And since we're just doing a standard round of single crochets, we're gonna do something a little bit different on this round. In this single stitch, I enter the front loop only and do a half double crochet. Then I do 2 double crochets. And then another half double crochet. I then go up a few stitches and repeat the same thing. And then I finish up my round. On my next round, when I reach the cat ears, I enter that back loop that I left previously. And then I continue my row. And then after that, I just do normal rounds until it is a length I desire and tie off my yarn. I'm doing this so I don't have to stitch individual cat ears onto the beanie, and I'm able to make it all in one go. After fastening it off, we have a cute little white cat beanie. Ta-da! Put that aside for now, and I begin working on the shirt. Cut out the pattern, and I circle back to my sewing machine in hopes of more luck. There was no luck, only pain, but I got most of it sewn. For the trims of the shirt, I hand sew a pink ribbon onto all of the edges. And on the back of the shirt, I glue on some Velcro with some fabric glue. That's the shirt done, and now I move on to the skirt. I cut out a piece of satin fabric 3 times longer than the circumference of the doll, and began folding it to create pleats, which was so much of a struggle. Into the sewing machine she goes. After cutting it down to length and adding a Velcro in the back, this is what I ended up with. Yeah, I'll get better at sewing straight eventually. And finally, the shoes. Or more so socks. I trace out 2 pieces for each foot, and once that's cut, I add some anti-fabric fraying liquid to keep it from falling apart on me. And back to the sewing machine. And there is one more thing we need to do. Details. I have these fabric paint markers that'll make it easier on me. I draw in the shirt logo. I should not have made the shirt out of Minky. Add the strips and cat face on the socks. And then add some hearts to the beanie. Assemble them all together, and then the grand reveal. Ta-da! Here it is. Fully finished. You know, I did not expect a plush this small to take a lot of time to make start to finish. There are some things I would do differently since it's not perfect, but I think it's pretty cute. And if too much a thing is watching, I hope you like it. I can have you sit with the rest of my plushies. And that's the end of the project. I hope you liked it, and if you did, consider subscribing. And now I'm gonna go rest my fingers from all that hand sewing. Bye-bye! I just want to say I never did thank you all for 25k. That is a huge number, holy heck. Thank you all so much. I have one more plush that is 60% done, and then I will see if I want to continue the series. I would like to. I actually really like sewing, despite my inconsistent skills. It's the fun that matters. Oh god, oh, the void is coming for me. I'm being taken away. Goodbye.